various metabolic disorders, so those are related to the carbohydrate metabolisms. Okay, so they are mainly ketosis, nothing but formations of the glucose from other source. Okay, after non sorry, that is productions of the fatty acids due to excess of glucose. So after utilization, after complete formations of glycogen, so that excess of glucose can converted into a free fatty acids, and free fatty acids it create the problem in the blood vessels or in the heart performance. So that condition was known as a ketosis by enhance the formations of the ketone bodies from the glucose molecule. Next one is the acidosis. So due to excess of glucose, it can undergo the anaerobic pathway where it can forms the lactate. So due to lactate, the person was suffering from the acidosis. Due to acidosis, many organs malfunctions are the abnormals. So regarding the liminities or founder, so there is a that is abnormal in the growth, especially bones are abnormally grow or the growth can be stunted due to only once again the accumulations of the lactic acid or lactic acidosis. The laminitis or founder disorder is occurs, that is also related to the metabolic disorders of the carbohydrate metabolism. Next one, the liver abscess. Once again the excess of that is the lactate or due to lactic acidosis, it can cause the or it can enhance the development of the bacterial growth in the liver. It can accelerate the bacterial growth in liver. So due to that, the liver is suffering from the inflammation. So that condition was known as the liver abscess. It can favored by a, that is a lactic acidosis. Next one is the gastric ulcer. So due to high glucose, once again it can form the fatty acids or lactic acid, so they can irritate the gastric mucosa, then the person was suffering from the gastric ulcer. So next one, the diabetes, that is when sugar level is more than the normal, so that condition was known as the diabetes. And glycogen storage disease due to any malfunctions in the enzyme. So this glycogen is found in the all body tissues, all cells or all organs where the excess of glycogen can be accumulated. So that condition was known as the glycogen storage disease. Okay, so next one is the hyperlipidemia. Okay, so once again, so to excess of glucose after finishing of glycogen formation, so that glucose can converted into a, that is the free fatty acids. So due to that, the person was suffering from the hyperlipidemia or any blockage in the gluconeogenesis. Then also the lipid level in the blood can increases. Even the hyperuricemia. So due to more HMP pathway, so uric acid level in the blood is increased because the HMP pathway or pentose sugar pathway, this was responsible for the formations of the ribose sugar, and more ribose sugar, more DNA and RNA forms, and the more DNA RNA forms means so more they are metabolized. So due to metabolism of genetic material or DNA RNA, the uric acid is processed more and more. So due to that, the person was suffering from the hyperuricemia. For your syllabus only they are mentioning regarding the diabetes and glycogen storage disease. So that's why we are in the forthcoming we can discuss only regarding diabetes and glycogen storage disease. The first one, so regarding the diabetes nothing but the blood sugar level is more than the normals. So actually the fasting blood sugar level is 70 to 90 gram, that is the mg per deciliter. If it is measured in the mole means it is 3.9 to 5.5 moles per liter. Regarding the mg in the fasting without any food, without any consumptions of the water, even if you have taken the water mean, that also not considered as a fasting sugar level. You can wake up immediately, you can monitor the blood sugar level. So that methods is known as the fasting blood sugar level. So that should be normal range is 70 to 99. If it is more than that means that was considered as the diabetes mellitus. But some ADA or recommendations with the diabetes patients, so that sugar should be 80 to 130 mg per deciliter means it indicates the sugar level is well maintained. Regarding after 1 hour's meals and blood sugar level is should be less than 140 mg per deciliter. So after meal, that is the post-prandial. So before meal, that was known as the pre-prandial. So after meal, that was known as the post-prandial. The post-prandial sugar level is 140 less than 140 mg per deciliters. Okay, so but in the diabetic patient, it should be less than 180 mg per deciliter. Then only it is considered as the well sugar level was maintained. Okay, so regarding HbA1c, it can give a history regarding the how the glucose can maintained in are regulated in our blood for last 3 months. So that in the normal individual, so that should be less than 5.7, but in diabetic patient that should be less than 7. It indicates the sugar level is well managed in our blood. Okay, and here the diabetes is nothing but the sugar level is more than normal. So that condition was known as the diabetes mellitus. So this diabetes mellitus is mainly occurred due to lack of insulin or insulin lack of insulin response. So where the insulins are failed to bind on the insulin receptors, and lack of binding, the glut receptors cannot be opened. So then the glucose cannot be enter in the cell. Okay, also the blood glucose is not metabolized or utilized. Once again, the lack of the insulin or lack of the opening of the GLUT4 receptor. So then also the sugar level is increases more than the normal. Or also when the glucose is found in the urine, okay, more than 5%, so that was all, that is 0.5%, that was also considered as the diabetes mellitus. Or ketosis is occurs due to accelerations of the fat metabolism instead of the glucose. So that is also known as the diabetes mellitus or ketosis, one of the big problem in the diabetes mellitus. So regarding the types, so the diabetes mellitus, so they are mainly classified into three types. Actually, in some book they are mentioned four types. The pre-diabetes, then type 1 diabetes, also known as insulin dependent diabetes. For this type, you always administer the insulin. It is occur due to that they destroy the pancreatic islet cells and as well as decrease the productions of insulin. Okay, where also the sugar level was elevated. So that type of condition is known as the type 1 diabetes mellitus or insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. For that purpose, the treatment is done only with the insulin. And regarding second one, that was known as the type 2 diabetes mellitus or non-insulin dependent diabetes mellitus due to some problem, so that glucose cannot be metabolized. Okay, but insulin secretion is good. Okay, as well as if any problem in the insulin receptor, still insulin is present in the blood but receptors are malfunction, then also the sugar level was increases. So that condition was known as the type 2 diabetes mellitus or non-insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. So this was treated with the help of the group of medications, and those medications are known as the oral hypoglycemic agent. For this condition, for type 2 condition, there is no need to administer insulin. Only with the help of the medication, you can be controls. Okay, gestational diabetes. So this is occurs during the pregnancy. Okay, due to imbalances in the female hormones, where the sugar level was increases. So that type of diabetes mellitus is known as the gestational diabetes mellitus. So that was corrected after the by changing the physical activities or by getting the healthy food. If you are not treated, then that woman become the diabetic mellitus. So like that, the diabetic mellitus, it is one of the metabolic disorder related to the carbohydrate metabolism, where it can indicate elevated sugar level more than the normal. Okay, so regarding symptoms, the drowsiness is occurs, confusion is occurs, sweating is occurs. So these are main three symptoms: drowsiness, sweating, and confusions. Okay, dizziness. So these are all are occurs due to hyperglycemia. So next one, regarding the glycogen storage disease. Okay, so this glycogen storage disease, it is one type of the genetic defect disorder, so where the glycogen metabolism do not occurs. It mainly affect the all type of the body tissues, especially in the liver, in muscle, spleen, renal tubules. So excess of glycogen can be deposited. So that due to genetic variation. So that's why that condition was known as the GSD or glycogen storage disease. So these are mainly classified into six class. Okay, so those are number one is known as the own Greek disease or type 1 glycogenosis. So this condition or this disorder occur due to deficiency or defect in the glucose 6 phosphatase or transport enzyme. Okay, so the organs affected by own Greeks, it is liver and kidney. So where the glucose, that is the glycogen, the amount will be increased in the liver and as well as the kidney. So due to that, the liver size is increases as well as the liver was fail or person suffering of severe hypoglycemia, ketosis, hyperuricemia or hyperlipemia. So these are clinical features regarding the type 1 glycogen storage disease. And regarding the type 2, it is known as the Pompe disease. Okay, it is occurs related to the there is a deficient in the enzyme or deficiency of enzyme alpha, that is alpha 1 4 glycosidase are also known as the lysosomal enzyme. So affected organ, all organs are affected. Here also the massive of glycogen storage or amount is increasing the all type of the organs. And regarding clinical features, it was responsible to cause of the cardiorespiratory failure. Even it can cause the death before the age of 2 events. Okay, so next one is the that is the type 3, that is the cori. It is occur due to deficient in the enzyme like amylo 1,6 glucosidase, that is the debranching enzyme. The affected organ mainly muscles and liver, increase the amount in the shorter outer branches. It is mainly similar to the type 1, but it was the milder. Okay, so like that, so glycogen storage disease, they are mainly classified into six classes. So they are also there, that is a 7 and 8 is also there, but main is the up to six classes. Okay, so these are occur due to only due to any problem in the enzyme, so that was involved in the glycogenolysis or glycogen synthesis. So due to that problem, especially, so those enzymes, so they're involved in the breakdown of glycogen. Okay, so then the glycogen cannot be break down, so due to that they can be accumulated. Or so what are the enzymes, so they are involved in the glycogen. If they are more active means the more glycogen are forms and more will be found in the all organs and tissues. So that was conditions was known as the glycogen storage disease. So regarding the fourth, that is the Anderson's. So this is occurred due to deficient in the branching enzyme. So that was required for to form say or to shift the glucose molecule from alpha 1 4 to alpha 1 6 during the glycogenesis. So where the branching enzyme is mandatory. Okay, so that enzyme, so it was helpful for to add the that is when the 7 glucose molecule was completed on alpha 1 non-reducing side, then it can add to the other side, it can forming the joint between, that is the alpha 1 branching that of with the alpha 1 4 branching. So if any deficient of that enzyme, it can affect the organs like liver and spleen. So where the glycogen is the normal in amount. Okay, but so after very long, the outer branches are the elongated more than the normals. So this is the clinical features, like it can causes the, that is the progressive cirrhosis of the liver or liver failure, or also cause death, and even before the age 2 the liver was fail or the death was causes. So then the next one is the fifth, McArdle. So that is related to the defective in enzyme like phosphorylase. So it is mainly affected the muscles, that is the skeletal muscles. So here the moderately the glycogen level was increased, but the organ structure, that is muscle structure, should be the normal. So it is a limited ability to perform the strenuous exercise because of painful muscle cramps. Otherwise the patient is normal and well developed. So everything is the clinical features. The patient should be normal, but he cannot be involved in the vigorous exercise, a strenuous exercise. So that condition is occurred due to over accumulations of the glycogen in the muscles due to defects in the phosphorylase enzyme. So next to the sixth one, that was known as the Hirsch disease. So enzyme that is affected, that is the once again phosphorylase, especially the affected organ here is the liver. So here the amount of glycogen is increases, and here regarding the symptoms, so they are similar to the type 1 guy diseases, but so these are the milders, not the serious. So next one is the that is 7 glycogen storage disease. It is also known as the Toroli disease. So here the defective enzyme is the phosphofructose kinase, and the affected organ is a muscle, and here the amount is increases regarding the glycogen, but the structure is normal. And regarding the signs and symptoms, so they are similar to the type 5. Next, last one is the type 8 glycogen storage disease. The affecting enzyme is the phosphorylase kinase enzyme. The affected organ is a liver, and here the amount is increases, but the liver structure is normal. And regarding clinical features, so mild liver can be enlarged, and also the mild hypoglycemia can be occur due to inhibitions of the glycogenolysis and due to accumulation of the other glycogen in the liver. The size was the increase. So these are the various glycogen storage disease that was occurred due to there is a defects in the carbohydrate metabolisms. So next one, regarding the case, that is the galactosemia. So it is one of the common disease nowadays. It was seen in the newborn infant. Okay, so already you can see. So in the newborn infant, the infection is occurs. Okay, liver is malfunction. Hepatic like symptoms was developed. So where that infant was kept under the special light arrangements chamber. So already you know very well all the students. Okay, and here one point is there. So this galactosemia only seen in the boy infants, not to the girls. It is not seen in the girls. Already you know. Already the parents are more emotions regarding the boy child, and were after 3 days. So this disease was developed. So where the symptoms are similar to the hepatotoxicity. When going through the your liver test, then definitely it can shows that liver was damaged or hepatotoxicity occurs or jaundice is produces are present. Then were the that baby, that infant was kept in one chamber, so that chamber contains special type of lighting arrangements. So that condition was known as the galactosemia. It is nothing but it is also metabolic disorder related to the carbohydrate metabolism. So where the carbohydrates are not metabolized in that infant, especially it can affect it to the male infant only, not the female. And where when you are going through the serum bilirubin, so the serum bilirubin was increases, that is 504 unit mole per liter. That is, it should be more than, that is 10 or 5 bilirubin levels, that is mg. Actually normal bilirubin level in infant, okay, that should be about 5.4 mg per deciliter. If it is crosses more than that, that was not corrected recently in 10 days before I seen the one patient. Okay, once again that was also the male. Okay, so where the bilirubin level is 7 to 8, that was not at all controlled for, that is a more than 1 month. So that parent was more conscious, that is the first baby, and that baby should be male, then they are another having the more conscious. But so where the bilirubin is not controlled, even they can go for the blood transfusion, even they do not got the solutions. So now the baby is okay. Okay, and here the case description is simple. The 3 days after delivery, a male infant develops increasing jaundice, become difficult to feed. So due to jaundice, the baby cannot take any food. Okay, his delivery was normal. At the birth weight was 3.7 kg. It is also normal. So there was no blood group incompatibilities between the child, mother and father. So there is no blood group incompatibilities is there. Still after 6 days of the age, his serum bilirubin was elevated more than the normal. That was 504 unit mole per liter, not a deciliter, per liter. Okay, with resultant weight loss 15% per day. Also the weight will be lost day by day. That is our rate is the 15%. And he is admitted to the hospital with increased muscular tone, has begun to have seizure activity, and exchange of blood transfusion have also performed, but the bilirubin level was remains high. Okay, so there is a later it is noted that the infant's liver is enlarged and he begins the vomiting. Okay, the case description is like that. The baby delivery is normal. Okay, there is no incompatibilities of the mother and father blood groups, because some blood groups having incompatibilities. Some A blood group not match with the B blood group mothers. So due to that mismatching between that blood, or even in some cases the same blood group father mother, that can create the problem in the that new infants or offspring. But here, so there is no incompatibilities. The blood group is was not incompatible at all. Even at the time of birth, the weight is healthy. That was the 7 point kg. Okay, but later on the 6th day, there was found that the baby cannot take the feed. He can withdraw to take the feed. Okay, and when they hospitalized, so doctor they can go through the serum bilirubin level was increases. Okay, also the muscular tone is increased, means the baby's muscles are severing, they are contracted. Always the baby can severing or shaking movements are present in the baby due to increase the muscular tone. Okay, then seizures are present. Okay, so and simple up to here. So why it is occurs means, so when the sugar is not available at all. Okay, this is the sugar. When we having the deficiency of sugar, glucose means, then only so disease occurs. Okay, seizures is occurs, especially the muscle tones was altered up to here. So that's why the doctor they go for any blood deficiency is there. For that purpose they can use the blood transfusion, but net result is zero. Still the bilirubin level was once again increases. Then after 3 days, okay, and that is nearly 10 days of the baby age, so they are noted that the abdominal cavity was swelled out. That is due to liver enlargement. Then due to liver enlargement or hepatotoxicity or jaundice like symptoms, and baby having the vomitings. If the baby having vomiting means some problems in there in the brain or some problem in the liver. Even the kidney was damages in some cases. Okay, actually this case is the regarding the galactosemia. Okay, simply it is related to the that is a problem in the carbohydrate metabolisms. Okay, so regarding diagnosis from that hospital regarding that baby, so 6 days after birth, the positive result was found. The reducing sugar is found in urine. Okay, reducing sugar is found in urine, so they can go for the Benedict test. So from the Benedict test they can conclude sugar is present in the urine. Then you are hurry about, so whether it is maybe diabetes mellitus. Still it is not diabetes mellitus, because on the 7th day it was negative for D glucose. Glucose was not present, but reducing sugar is present. And reducing sugar many are there. That is the fructose, then glucose, galactose, then even lactose. Okay, okay, even the lactose is a reducing sugar. Then glucose reducing sugar, galactose is reducing sugar, fructose is also reducing sugar. So then that's why, so on the 7th day they go for the D glucose level in the urine, but that was the negative. They got negative results. Then after that, so the doctors they are confirmed. So this is the hereditary galactosemia. It is a hereditary galactosemia. Regarding how they confirm from the hemoglobin level, that should be the where they can found, that is the 12.6 mole, that is a 200 gram per liter. Okay, then bilirubin maximum, that is the last 7 days the 550 unit mole per liter. Okay, then also, so they are found that there is a glucose 1 phosphate is present in the erythrocytes, and this glucose 1 phosphate, it is required for, or it is converted from the galactose. So galactose is another reducing sugar. Okay, so then finally, so that galactose in the presence of the galactose 1 phosphated uridyl transferase enzyme, simply transferase enzyme, it was converted into a glucose. Okay, it was converted into glucose, and here seizures are present, and here the serum bilirubin was increases. Serum bilirubin is increases. When serum bilirubin increases, so when the more erythrocytes are breakdowns, hemoglobins will be breakdowns. Another way, so when the glucose is not available, so our body depending upon the gluconeogenesis, other source, then also the serum bilirubin increases. When we have a deficiency of glucose, then also seizures is occurs. But from urine, the reducing sugar is present in urine, but glucose is not present. But also the glucose 1 phosphate, it is intermediate product molecule for during the metabolism of galactose. So galactose converted to galactose 1 phosphate, then galactose 1 phosphate can convert into a glucose. So then that glucose is required for that baby. Okay, but glucose is not present in urine, then even in erythrocyte, the galactose 1 phosphate is found. It means, so whatever enzymes was involved, it can convert glucose 1 phosphate into glucose. So that enzyme was deficient. And mother milk, mammary gland milk, so they are rich of the galactose. It should be remember this point. So mother feeding milk are from the mammary gland or from the breast, so that will be having the sugar like galactose 1 phosphate. No, not galactose phosphate, galactose 1. So then we are feeding to baby, so that was absorbed, so that was converted into a galactose into glucose in the presence of enzyme galactose 1 phosphate uridyl transferase. So due to deficiency of that enzyme, because in a newborn the enzymes are not developed very well. Okay, so deficiency of that enzyme, glucose is not produced from the galactose. Okay, and galactose, it was increases, it was causes the galactose intolerance, and that condition was known as the galactosemia. Okay, are you understand what happens? Okay, it is specially one type of the genetic hereditary disorder. Okay, it is only found in the male infant, only developed in the male infant, and symptoms is like a jaundice. If you are not controlled, means the brain will be damages, the eye will be damages, cataract is occurs, jaundice like skin color will be changes, urine color will be changes, then liver is enlarged. If enlarged means hepatosis may be occurs, even kidney damages, because other side due to that the serum bilirubin was increases due to deficiency of glucose, and due to deficiency of glucose the muscular tone is increases, and somewhere you can got the idea. So baby do not got the glucose, and glucose is the main source of energy required for each and every human beings. So that's why, So bilirubin is not controlled. Then 6 day they go for the reducing sugar in urine, that was positive. But on 7 day they are once again they go for the whether D glucose is present or not, because maybe diabetes is there, like they are thinking, but glucose is not found in urine. It means other reducing sugar is present. So what are those? Maybe fructose, maybe galactose, maybe lactose, maybe glucose. Glucose is absent. It means maybe lactose. It causes lactose intolerance, or maybe fructose. It causes fructose intolerance or fructose acidosis. Maybe galactose, it can cause the galactosemia. Because how they are confirmed? So in erythrocytes, they are found that the galactose 1 phosphate is present. It means it cannot be converted into a glucose due to deficiency of galactose 1 phosphate transferase enzyme. Due to that deficiency of that enzyme, the baby do not got the glucose from the galactose, and galactose can be accumulated in the all the tissues and organ. Due to that, the galactose intolerance occurs. So that condition was known as the galactosemia. So these conditions all you should be remember, because nowadays many baby, so they are suffering from this disorder commonly. It is a common in the nowadays due to genetic irritations or due to any other problems. So now my question for you is, so what is the treatment? Okay, now hearing. So what happens? What happens? The baby do not got glucose. Why it is not got glucose? The galactose present in the mother milk or mother feeding milk from the mammary gland. So that's why that due to deficiency of transferase enzyme, so that galactose cannot be metabolized, and the baby was suffering from the deficiency of the glucose. Baby को glucose का deficiency था. So due to that, the galactose can accumulated in the brain, eye, liver, and kidney. So due to that, the brain was damages. There is start to damage. If you are not controlled still, or eye will be cataracts. They cannot be seen anything in the front of images, in front of eye. Even liver can enlarge, kidney was enlarged. Still you are not controlled. You are not given treatment means, or not giving you suggestion as a founding candidate once again. Then the liver is also failed, kidney was also failed. The baby may be die, and it is emotions, because it is the first baby and it is the male baby. So now in India, so all the parent, including you people also, are conscious regarding the only male. But the male baby do, after growing the males, they do not do anything for parents. Only the daughter can do for parent. Still, we are humble regarding the only male infants or male baby. They having that much that one of the emotions. They are thinking. So my friend, so example is there. Okay, so they're doing some pharmacy course. They are told, always told that we are the doctor of pharmacy. Then they ask to you, so dear friend, so I God give one good news for you, for God giving one our far to us the boy baby. But after 3 days, once again they call to you, they are absent. So regarding that, a conscious regarding the baby, so that baby cannot be healthy. Then the bilirubin level is increases. They told like that. Okay, bilirubin level increase so high. Okay, so that's why you can go for these tests, dear students. So when bilirubin level is not controlled, it is high. Then seizure is present. Then muscular tone is increases. Then you go for these tests. Okay, especially these tests. The hemoglobin estimation, bilirubin level, galactose in the RBC. Simply you draw the blood and go for the test for galactose 1 phosphate in the erythrocytes. If it is found means it can indicate galactose, because simply it is the boy means bilirubin increase means this is the maybe, because others are also there, that is the lactose intolerance. Okay, lactose is also present in the milk as a lactulose. Okay, that is also possible, huh? And even the fructose is present in some fruits, then fructose intolerance maybe occurs. But we need to differentiate whether it is a fructose intolerance or galactose intolerance, or that is the lactose intolerance. Then you can go for this test. If bilirubin level increases mean definitely confirm some intolerance is there. Then what intolerance? Maybe fructose, lactose. That's why you can go through this. So now my question is, so what is the your answer? Simple, anything, because you are in the first year. I'm always told to you are in the first year. But I want to know, so what was generated in your brain after hearing the history? case presentations. What answer was developed? Anyone? Please hurry up. I having the short time. I only taken 10 minutes for from you. I think it is more than हाँ बोलिए बेटा. Okay. So I already told they are put in the light chamber special. That is the one way. Correct. You are the right answer. You are giving the right answer 100%. Okay. But still, the baby bilirubin level is not under control. Okay. So as a doctor, as a general, you are thinking this answer. Now you think as a founding candidate. So because of founding candidate thinking or pharmacist, especially clinical pharmacist, maybe M.Pharm pharmacology, so they work like eligible clinical pharmacist, or after their PharmD, so they work like a clinical pharmacist. Like think like that. Even the M.Pharm in the pharmacy practice. So they're thinking like that. You think like that because we are thinking, we are not thinking the manage. We are thinking manage the condition by minimizing the risk factor. रिस्क फैक्टर को कम करके वी मैनेज द कंडीशंस. रिस्क फैक्टर क्या है? दैट इज द मदर फीडिंग्स. रिस्क फैक्टर क्या है? देयर इज अ डिक्रीज इन द ग्लूकोज. ओके देखो रिस्क फैक्टर मैं इसीलिए पहला बोल रहा हूं. यू ट्राइस थ्राइस फ्राइस मेनी टाइम्स यू कैन रीड द केस, यू अंडरस्टैंड सिचुएशन एंड इन ब्रेन यू कैन फाइंड रिस्क फैक्टर. क्यों ऐसे हुआ? क्या रीजन है इसके पीछे? हाँ बिलिरुबिन लेवल को कम करना है क्योंकि ये एबनॉर्मल फिजियोलॉजी है. बिलिरुबिन इज ए पैथोलॉजिकल कंडीशन और एबनॉर्मल फिजियोलॉजी. नॉर्मली इतना रहता है लेकिन ज्यादा हो गया. दैट्स व्हाट इज द एबनॉर्मल फिजियोलॉजी. हम क्या कर रहे हैं? एबनॉर्मल फिजियोलॉजी को करेक्ट कर रहे, नॉर्मल में कर रहे. जब तक मेडिकेशन है तब तक करेक्ट है. आफ्टर दैट सन में रखे या वो लाइट में रखे कम हो गया, फिर घर को लेके गए, लाइट नहीं मिला क्योंकि बेबी को बाहर आने नहीं देते, और ऊपर से बच्चा लड़का है और उसको तो कोई छूने भी नहीं देते उनके नानी नाना. ओके पर फिर और बढ़ जाता है. सो देन you can cut down the risk factor. Simply this is the solution. Risk factor is mother milk, then stop the mother milk. Okay. And deficiency of glucose है, glucose नहीं है ना, then you can use the intravenous glucose infusion. Simple. You can stop the mother feeding and you can cut down the source of galactose. मदर का फीडिंग स्टॉप करने के बाद ग्लैक्टोज कम सोर्स उसको जो मिल रहा है, रिस्क फैक्टर नहीं मिलना बंद होता है, जितना उतने में रहता है. ओके. देन ग्लूकोज नहीं है, ग्लूकोज हो जाए बेबी ग्रोथ के लिए. विदाउट ग्लूकोज द बेबी कैन नॉट सर्वाइव. देन यू कैन यूज द इंट्रावेनस ग्लूकोज इन्फ्यूजन. देन आल्सो you can suggest the start the diet that should be galactose free up to the patient conditions are improved. ऐसा किया वो लोगों ने. दे कैन स्टॉप द बेबी फीडिंग बाय मदर. ओके. बट दे रिप्लेस द ग्लूकोज इंट्रावेनस इन्फ्यूजन देके ग्लूकोज दिया है. देन सो दे गिव द फूड, बेबी फूड्स. हाँ नॉट फूड, आवर फूड नॉट फूड. अब अपना फूड नहीं खाता 9 डे का बेबी. देयर सम स्पेशल फूड्स आर देयर. So they are, that is specially they are given through once again infusion. Okay, not through oral cavity. Okay, that is the galactose free because infant the enzyme systems not develop very well. That one you should be keep in your mind. जब भी इन्फांट रहता है उसका एंजाइम्स उतना डेवलप नहीं होता, इसलिए मेरा बच्चा बहुत जल्दी बड़ा होना, फैटी बनना, अच्छा लगना बोल के ज़्यादा भी खाना नहीं खिलाना चाहिए, ज़्यादा भी कंपनी फूड पे डिपेंड नहीं रहना चाहिए बिकॉज दैट फूड कैन नॉट बी डाइजेस्टेड. Milk containing lactose cannot be digested, then lactose intolerance is occurs. So that's why mother is always give the baby feedings. If even if having that means, so that can be corrected. So this is the ideal treatment for the galactosemia. Okay, you should be remember. हाँ जी. नहीं नहीं, मैं मदर